everyone, and welcome to Assess, Sprint, and Grow. We have a very special webinar for you today where we're going to tap into low-hanging fruits and show you how to do it in 90 days. So I hope you're ready. You should turn off all distractions, stay with us, and take as much information as possible. I have a couple of team members with me here today that are going to help with this event. I have Miss Brooke, one of our lead business advisors here. So excited. You're going to hear about her success story more in depth as we go through. I have Tim, who's actually going live on Instagram with us. I have Joyce, who's also going to be manning the Zoom. So if you have questions as we go along, feel free to put them in. And as always, our great production and producer, John, is filming this in our studio. So we are live from Daytona Beach and bringing this great educational program for you. So you ready? Let's get started. So why are we here tonight? We're here tonight to really show you how you can tap into revenue that you're missing out on right now. We're here to teach you and share with you how to tap into low-hanging fruits that are just sitting right there for you, but instead of capturing them, they're just sitting on the trees and rotten. We're going to change all that tonight, so I hope that you are ready. So here's what's happening right now. As we start working with clients that first come to our community, during our financial assessment with them, that's our first step in working with us, we always realize that there are so many opportunities that you're currently missing out on. And it really breaks our heart to see the opportunities that are just laying there that you are not seizing. So what that causes is loss of profit and loss of great income that everybody could have. So I want to start by asking you a question. How much revenue do you think you're leaving on the table right now? That's a very good question, isn't it? Well, a little bit later on, we're going to bring up a growth calculator to make you realize how much revenue you're really missing out on. As a matter of fact, my team has a couple of links that they're going to be sharing with you that you're going to get some gifts for being with us tonight that are going to totally help you with this 90-day sprint challenge that we are introducing to you. So that's exactly what we want to do tonight. You see my friend here? This is what we want to do. We want to be able to capture these low-hanging fruits that are just sitting there. But here's the best part. We're going to do it in 90 days. So we're going to be sharing 4 different systems that are going to allow you to implement these systems in 90 days and be able to experience anywhere between $10 to $20 to $30 to $40,000 more a month from just capturing those low-hanging fruits. How many of you would love to do that? I would love to start hearing from you in the chat. So if you want to start typing in what you would like to accomplish during this time or how much more revenue you would like to make, we definitely would love to do this. So this is something very special because we have not done this for non-members before. We have not shared a 90-day sprint before with people who are not members. But we wanted to do this because this is our way to give back to the industry and to allow you to tap into these great systems so you can accomplish absolutely great growth, exponential actually growth. And that's really why we're doing this. And I want to thank all of our partners for helping us put this event because it really does take a lot of partners to put on things like this. So we thank all of them for doing so. So let's address that here. The biggest challenge that we have in our industry right now is this opportunity that's being missed by everyone that we talk to. So when we first start working with someone and we're looking at things that they're missing out on, they usually fall in 4 different categories. Those categories are the guest relations department, totally missing out on lead opportunities. They're not really reserving as many consultations as they could be. The fact is they are order takers instead of being revenue generators. So that's 1. Number 2 is your consultation process. A lot of times we're operating under the a la carte mentality. It's one and done. They come in, They request one treatment, they do that treatment, and they leave. Total missed opportunities. Number 3 is upgrading and retail. That's probably one of the biggest, the retail sales. And then number 4 is signing people up for the membership program. So enrolling members. Those are the 4 systems that we are going to be speaking about tonight to help you tap into all these opportunities so you can elevate your success. And the good news about those systems is really they are super easy to implement. And we're going to be sharing with you tonight those systems so you truly can make a huge difference in your business and start the year off with great growth. That's really our biggest goal from tonight. So before we get into all that though, let's talk a little bit about some common mistakes that people make. And I would love for you to look at this list. And again, put it in the chat box. And we would love to know which one of these challenges you are experiencing. Does your business have systems, structure, and strategies? That's probably one of the biggest problems we see.
Absolutely.
Is a lot of people practice the wing it model. You're just winging it. There's no systems, no structure, no strategies. How about this? This is the other big thing. We wonder why we're not as profitable as possible. Well, you're not because the team is not trained. You train them on clinical, don't take me wrong. You definitely have a skilled team on clinical, but they're not really trained on business. And to succeed in business, you have to know how to generate revenue. Huge, huge mistake. The other thing is there's really no solid targets or KPIs, expectations, goals, all the things that matter. They're non-existing. And that's what really leads to being busy but not productive. And that's why so many medical spas are barely breaking even instead of being super profitable. And all that leads to overwhelm, no freedom, no profits, and it's like you wonder why you got in business to begin with. Anybody feels that way? Mm-hmm. Anybody feels that way? Are people chatting? Yep. I would love to know which one of these challenges you think you most suffer from. And
Definitely
we're going
getting
to
some
address
no solid targets and no business structure.
And no systems really is the biggest thing. But here's the good news. It's all fixable. That's the good news. So before, you're probably overwhelmed and not generating the revenue that you want to, but after, you're feeling very good and you want to do well by everybody, the client, the team, and yourself, your business. So to give you a quick little introduction, I want to focus, I'm sure you have an idea who I am. I'm old, so I've been around for a while. I've been helping medical spas for the last 25 years. Woo. That's a long time.
It is.
We have perfected, thank you. We have perfected a business model. And the people, the members, as a matter of fact, I have the list of people who have joining us tonight. And there are so many people that are actually members with us, and there are some that are new. We're going to take a poll here in just a second. But just to give you a little background about Brooke, because she's our wonderful, she actually was a client of ours for many years. And she took the business that she used to lead from to their first million first, and then to their second million, and then to their third million. And she was able to do that in about a 3-year period. Mm-hmm. How many of you would like to do that? I would love to hear from you. How many of you would you like to take your business to 3 million in 3 years?
Yes.
Well, this is what she's going to do tonight. She's going to share with you how she personally implemented these systems within her medical spa and how she was able to do this by using the systems that we're going to be sharing with you tonight. So I'm so glad that you're here. You're probably wondering how she ended up here, right? Well, here's the story. You have to share a little bit of the story.
For sure.
So like I said, they were clients for a long time. Dr. Omani and his wife Melissa actually owned the medspa that she led. And they were members for many years, and we would get on a coaching session all the time. And I have to tell you, she was probably one of my favorites to coach, because she would always come to the coaching session with her agenda, with all her numbers, and all the things she wants advice on. Totally prepared. The dream client. That's who Brooke was. And that's why she was able to accomplish what she accomplished.
Now, let's be clear. I didn't know what numbers to track or anything
Yeah.
prior to getting the coaching and using medspa Biz University. So if you're thinking to yourself, I don't even know where to start, all the more reason, because it's going to give you all that information.
Exactly. So how did she end up here? So one day I get a phone call from Dr. Omani saying, I have some news. I said, what is it? He's like, well, Brooke wants to move to Florida. I'm like, she does? He said, yes. He said, I was wondering if there's any medical spas you can recommend that she can go and lead. I'm like, medical spas? Absolutely not. I spent years training her. You think I'm going to send her to a medical spa? I want to hire her. And that's how Brooke, we had a conversation. I'm like, you need to come and share what you did in your location with everyone else, so everyone can follow the steps that you took and able to achieve the success, so they can also achieve the success. So I am so happy that she's here with us. She's on our team. She's my star. She's already making such an impact with so many of her clients. I'm going to be sharing with you some success stories, and so is she tonight, on how she's able to help people just like you reach a whole new level of success. So I'm so happy you're here. Please ask questions tonight.
Yes.
Get the most out of this, because that's how you're going to be able to gain the most out of it. So this is the practice that she helped. This is Dr. Omani and Melissa. As a matter of fact, in the plan that we are giving you today, complimentary, the 90-day business plan that you're going to get from the link to download, you'll be able to see a link where I interviewed Dr. Omani on Meet the Expert, and you can hear the whole story, how they were able to go from start to over 3 million. So if they can do it, so can you. That's exactly what we're talking about today.
And so for those of you who are typing in already and saying you're opening soon, that's exciting. This may be more for those of you that are already open, which I can see there are a lot of you that are already open and are saying that you would love to double your revenue. So that's great. Stay tuned. There's lots of good information to come.
Yes, absolutely. So before we go now on though, I really want you to take a moment to visualize what it could mean to you and your business if right now you're generating $3 million a year. How would that change your life? I want you to think about that. And after this webinar, you really should sit down tonight and do some journaling to envision how you can get there. Because once you create that vision, it's more likely to become a reality. And that's really what I would love for you to do. So let's take a little poll. You had mentioned that some people are just starting. This challenge really is not for brand new people. It's for people who are already in business. But if you are just starting up, we have separate programs just for the startup. We actually have 3 different programs. We have the startup, the grow, which this is part of the grow, and then we have the thrive, which I'm going to share with you a couple of things about that a little bit later. But go ahead and leave it in the chat. If you are already open, we would love to know who you are. If you already have a team, this is definitely for you, for sure, because that's what's going to help you implement those 4 systems we're going to look for. And then if you are looking for quick way to make money, then this is definitely the place for you to be. So super excited you're with us and that you're taking the time. See, I already know the people that are with us tonight are very special, because they could be at happy hour. Well, this is a happy hour. We're your happy hour.
Maybe you're having a glass of wine while listening to us.
Exactly. Exactly. So this is not for people, again, who are just getting started. This is not for people who are not coachable. That's just like I mentioned to you how Brooke was as a client. You have to come with open mind, open heart, ready to commit, ready to implement, and ready to train. So that's definitely for people. But if you're not that way, or if you don't track, or you don't measure performance, or you're not organized, and you don't invest in education, or you're trying to reinvent the wheel, this is definitely not for you. So I just
already typing in that
Yes.
are open, have a team, looking to generate revenue.
Great.
There's some in Tampa. So we've got lots.
Yeah, actually, we have people from all over the country, and also some from Canada.
Yep.
Even some from your hometown. We have Trinidad, Ontario, Texas, UK, Quebec. So many different people from different places. But let me tell you about the gifts that you're getting tonight. So we came bearing gifts. One of them is the business assessment, because if you want to improve, you have to first assess. So we have a great business assessment we would love for you to take, and it's simple, it's not that complicated, so you can just pull up the assessment and take it. The other thing we're giving for you is the 90-day sprint plan, so you know exactly how to implement what we're going to be sharing with you today. And then once you do your assessment, we're giving you a complimentary one-on-one assessment review meeting with Brooke and a couple of other coaches that we have, so we can find out what we can fix, how quickly we can fix it, and whether you're a great candidate for the 90-day challenge, the sprint challenge. So these are all tools that you're going to get, and they're yours to use and enjoy. And also the calculator, by the way, the growth calculator. So you're getting 4 things from us tonight. It's like Santa's here.
And the link has been dropped multiple times. So
Yes, great.
I can already see some people logging in, which is great.
Wonderful. So here are some of the things we're going to go over today. The first thing we're going to do is the steps to implementing the 90-day sprint. We're going to go over the business assessment and the goals, and then discuss how having that plan to implement the sprint challenge, and then the expected results that you can gain, and then we're going to wrap up with some Q&As, but we'll take some questions as we're going along.
Absolutely.
So let's go ahead and start with number 1, which is steps to implementing the plan. So the first step is that business assessment. So you need to find out how healthy or not healthy your business is. And when you click on the link and take the assessment, believe me, you're going to get to know whether you are healthy or not. But we're going to assess 4 main areas, again, of the business. The areas I just mentioned to you earlier: the guest relations, the consultation, the retail, and the member enrollment. So we want to make sure, by the way, this QR code also on the screen, you can actually scan it and be able to download those tools that we were talking about. So that's what we're going to do next, is we're going to pull up the calculator so we can see. Brooke is going to walk you through it, so you can see how much money you are currently leaving on the table and what is your growth potential. So we're going to pull that up and see. Now, here's the beautiful thing about this, you guys. We're talking about growth without even adding 1 more client. People say, oh, I want more clients, I want more clients. You really don't probably need more clients. You just need to deliver better experiences. You need to deliver better results, and you need to set them up on customized programs, and you want to make sure that they have everything they need before they walk out the door. So if you just focus on the clients that you have, and you just increase it, whether you want to increase it by 20%, 30%, 40%, it's all doable. That's how she did it. So you'll be able to increase your revenue. So in this calculator, all you have to do, you're showing them?
Yeah.
You want to just go ahead and go over it?
Yeah, for sure. So you guys can see it says average clients per day. So let's say you're seeing 15 clients per day. That's what you're going to enter. And then your average ticket per client. If you don't know this number, you're going to go grab your total revenue and divide it by the number of clients that you see, and that's your average ticket per client. So let's say it's I don't know, 325. And I'm going to put this in two different scenarios, before you start working with us and after, because often we get clients and that's usually their average is somewhere
That's where they start.
Yeah, 325. So that's the average spend. And then 24 days a month, let's say that you're open. So that's going to give you your current revenue, you know, on average, and then your growth. So not seeing any more clients, but just growing that by 20%, you can see it takes you from 117,000 in a month to 140,000. Again, 30% growth is going to be 152,000, and 40% growth is 163,000. Now, I want to take this into consideration by only changing one number here. So no more clients that you need to see, but I'm going to go off some of our client VPGs.
Yes.
After they've, you know, started to work with us.
Yes.
So let's say
just use Jacqueline. We were just talking about her.
Jacqueline, who I have, she's a client of ours in Canada. She's been working with us for about 8 months, and she's doing amazing. Her average per client is about $11.68. That was her latest update to us.
Did you just hear that? $11.68 per clients. That means every person that walks into her facility is leaving $1,160 in her place. Not $350, not $250, $11.60.
Yeah. So that took her current monthly revenue from the 117,000 to 420. So, you know, Jacqueline is also basically a solopreneur. She has a very small team. She's the main provider. So this is something that if you have a team and you concentrate on those 4 systems, we can absolutely influence that average ticket per client without having to spend any marketing dollars on getting another client. So this is a very, very interesting calculator. Again, it's in that link that we've dropped. You should figure out these numbers for yourself and then go see what your growth potential is with the same amount of clients, same number of days open, same number of hours worked, but going through these systems that we're going to show you so we can positively influence that average per client.
So this is all money that's on the table, but we're not asking for it right now. And that's what we want to do. So it's incredible how much more you can grow your business by just applying good systems and training the team on those systems, so then you can deliver a better guest experience, fulfill your purpose, get better results for your clients, have opportunities for your team to make more money, and then the business is healthier. This is so simple. It really is. So this, what we're going to teach you, is part of the 7 steps to 7-figure business model that we teach. And we're only focusing out of this model on those 4 things that we're going to talk about today. So those systems are the guest relations, which we call the 4 C's, the sacred system, which is all about how to do great consultations and customize great programs, the pride system, which is all about upgrading and recommending home care, and then the copy system, which is all about enrolling members. And this is how we're going to be able to grow your business in 90 days by implementing these systems that we're going to talk about. So it really is so simple, so easy. Once you have the roadmap, it's super easy to implement. So what we want to do today is share with you at least one strategy from each one. And I'm going to have Brooke actually share with you how she did it in her place. Again, following the model that we teach. And she's a proven factor that she implemented it, and the results that she was able to accomplish were absolutely amazing. So in the pride, we talk about the 4 C's. The first C is all about conversions. The marketing company works, they bring you leads, and often those leads go to waste. We don't convert them at the rate which we should. So that is so key. The call management, the phone call comes in, how much is so-and-so? They tell them and they leave, never come back. Totally missed opportunity on call management. The check-in, again, order takers. They just come in, get what they want, and they check out. Goodbye. And then we pray they come back. We pray they come back. So the guest relations, actually, Brooke and I redid this entire module this year. It's all brand new information that you have. This is all available on MBU. You have everything that you need in this program. There's 8 hours of actual training that you can, thank you. I told you I'm getting old. So your team can actually have scripts, everything they need to actually implement it. But tell them how the guest recipe form was like, and the other things that you did.
One of my favorite things is the guest recipe. So when we talk about check-in, check-out, that's often where, you know, we're lying flat, because I mean, Joyce was just telling us today she went into a med spa in the area and walked in, no one greeted her, no one, you know, there was nobody in the building. She had to basically beg for attention. No one asked her when her next appointment should be, you know, offered her retail. So these are the things that we want to correct. So when I implemented the guest recipe with my team, everything went up, meaning our rebooking rate, our retail attach, our reviews, all of those things that we know we need to be asking for, but we don't have a system or structure in place to do it. So the guest recipe is one of the many things you're gonna learn in the guest relations training, but it's one of those things that once you implement it and have a system and structure around it, it's gonna make an amazing impact on the business. And for us, this is really one of the ways that we went from having, you know, our schedules 60% full to 80% full by making sure we're rebooking, and also retail attach. Our guest relations team members should have a part in that, and that's where we're often disconnected, is, oh no, they're just here to answer the phones. Absolutely not. They have such a bigger role than that, and they should be part of, you know, being involved in all of the sales, meaning all of the rebooking, all of the retail, and everything else that comes along with it. So this was an amazing game changer for us. Another thing is the call scripts. I just had a call today with one of our members on how are we reaching out to clients? What's the verbiage that we're using? How do we make sure that when clients are calling in and asking about pricing, that they aren't just hanging up the phone, oh, they're just price shopping.
Yeah.
Everybody's just price shopping. You need to convert them to a consultation. So that's really what those are some of the main things that you're gonna get out of this section of the 90-day sprint that's gonna make a huge impact. And again, that didn't require you to get another client. Didn't require you to spend any marketing dollars. It's simply training so that we're doing the correct things from the call to the check-in to the checkout to make sure that our clients are getting the best experience, and in turn we're generating more revenue, because in the end that's what we need to do.
Yeah. The true eye-opener, you know, when we do our live seminars is, you know, how we call the places, like some of the audience members say, please call my place, and we listen to some of the phone calls, and that is just an eye-opener for you. So if you haven't listened to how your team is answering the phone, maybe you should have your husband or your wife or your...
Do a little secret shop.
Exactly. And have somebody and just sit and listen, because you'll be amazed. You'll be knocking on our door, say, please, can I have this guest relations module, because it is totally a game changer for you. So I highly recommend, take a look at your guest relations department and see how you can improve it. Again, it's part of the assessment, and check out on how they are doing with these 4 C's that we just talked about. So that's the first system. The second system is the sacred system, which has to do all with the guest consultation. And that's, again, a big lost opportunity for most places, because the customized programs are non-existing. Again, we go by, here's what they needed, and here's what we're going to deliver. See you later, and that's the end of that.
Yeah.
Not a good thing. So we're going to teach them how to gain the client's trust, how to convert at a higher rate from these consultations, how to create those high-ticket programs. No one should just come in, get one treatment, and leave, because you're not miracle workers. They need a program, and we're totally missing out on that. And then increase the membership enrollment. So I was just talking to Bianca today, and Bianca has a place in Orlando. And she just told me that she did a consultation a couple weeks ago, and the lady invested $30,000 because of the consultation that she did with her, following the sacred system. $30,000 from one consultation.
Amazing.
Totally amazing. It's mind-blowing. But that's what's possible. But yet, we're leaving the money on the table because we're not asking, and because your team does not know how to do it, or you don't know how to do it. So we're just going through the wing it process, and if they buy, they buy. If they don't, they don't.
And by the way, that client didn't call in asking to invest $30,000.
Right.
That client probably called in price shopping,
Yeah.
or asking for Botox, or hey, I have some jowling here that bothers me. Like all of our other clients, they're all coming in
Yeah.
and telling you what they want or what they need, but it's on us to do the correct
Yeah.
consultation, the correct system and scripts and forms that we help
Yeah.
you implement, so that every opportunity you have of somebody coming into your business is an opportunity to really give them the full solution.
She actually texted me today with that. She was so excited. And her average consultation, besides this big one, is around $4,000 per consultation. So most other people, before we start working with them, they're lucky to get, 20 units of Botox.
Yeah.
She's getting $4,000 in average ticket. That's awesome. That's awesome. And that's what, but the reason they do, because again, they're following the system, and she was so thankful. She's like, Dory, we couldn't have been doing this without you guys and your team. You guys are amazing. We've been implementing, and this works.
Yep.
And that's what makes it so good. But what makes the consultation process that we teach so good, not only because we give you the scripts, but also because you have all the tools. The forms are so important when you're doing a consultation. Having a consultation suite, being able to make analysis, making assessments, making those recommendations, giving them the quotations, asking for the money. And that's where these guys excelled so good, Brooke and her team.
Yep.
They did so good with consultations that they follow exactly the model where we teach you to have a consultation person all day long. And what did you do?
Yeah. Enrolled 500, 600 members, and our average ticket went up 4 or 5-fold. We were over and above the $4,000 mark after that.
And that's what you can do too. So those are the systems, because once you have the blueprint, it's super easy to actually get the results that you're looking for. And then the third system is the pride system. So it's all about, people don't like the word sales. Like, oh my God, you want me to do what? You want me to sell? No, I don't want to sell. Well, that's why we call this program Don't Sell, Recommend. It really is about fulfilling your professional obligation. That's what we're talking about here. We're talking about doing right by your clients and fulfilling their needs. It has nothing to do. See, I believe, we all believe here, that if you do everything to help your clients, the money will come. You don't have to sell. Just come from the heart. Help them out. If you help them get what they want, you automatically get what you want. And that's the philosophy that you need to have. But as far as the recommendation process and the pride, these guys were selling $70,000 a month in retail. How much are you selling in retail? I would love to hear from some of you. How many of you are doing $70,000 a month in retail?
And prior to this, we were doing a couple thousand, guys. It was insane. The difference that it makes when you actually put your team into a system with these forms in place, and it doesn't feel like selling.
Yeah.
Because they're simply, again, fulfilling their obligation, recommending. We know what our clients should be using. We're using all those products. Why are we scared to tell our clients to do this? So, and again, with us, we made skincare cards that were made after the Pride system. And that was something that was instrumental in our business. So every time a client would leave, they would leave with these skincare cards in their bag, with our brand, of course, and the right information on it. So if they purchased, they would come back and repurchase. And if we recommended and they said, no, not right now, many times that client that is returning for Botox or a facial or whatever it is that they're getting done, they'd bring those cards back with them and go, actually, I'm going to go ahead with that. But right now, I bet you most of your team members are not mentioning retail as often as they should, because they don't know how. They don't know how to position it, what words they should be using, when to say it.
They feel awkward. They're not trained.
Exactly.
Again, I mean, it's not really fair to them because they're not trained. Because they would be doing all these things. Obviously, Brooke's team end up doing all these things. simply because she trained them and she set the expectations and she had the KPIs like we talk about, where she posted them in the team lounge. And they're talking about volume per guest for services and for retail every single day. Those are the things that you need to implement so you can get the results that you're looking for. Because retail sales is the simplest thing for you to increase your profit. It really is.
Let me pause and answer some questions because we have lots coming in.
Yes, yes, that would be great.
So we do have Marvalee, who's saying she doesn't know her average ticket per client.
Okay.
And if we could help her with that, of course. This is part of the things that we'll set you up with, is your metrics, how to get those numbers and what to track.
And it's part of the business assessment, by the way. So if she will do the business assessment and then you set up the review call with one of our coaches, then you'll be able to know exactly how to do that.
Absolutely. We had another person type in earlier. I'm trying to look for it. You guys are being very interactive, which is great. That they would love to do $1 million in revenue because that would be double what they're currently doing.
All right.
So stay
It's
tuned.
doable.
It is absolutely doable. If I can do it, you can, for sure.
Actually, that's the hardest thing, to reach the first million.
Right.
Once you reach your first million, the rest really, you're just duplicating, you're just growing and going from 1 to 2 to 3 and more. And we have programs for that, by the way. Once you get to the 2 and the 3, then you go into the thrive.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, you know, we have so many clients that are past the grow, now they're going to the thrive. So you need to get multiple locations, maybe expand the facility. And those are the things that you can really do when you get to that level.
Absolutely. Another question. My team, like you said, are order takers and I can't get them to make recommendations. What should I really expect from my guest relations team?
Yeah, well, it's really the entire team, not just guest relations. But again, if you go through the training and you set goals for them, you set the KPIs, how you're going to measure them, and then the compensation plays a key factor there. So if you don't have the right compensation that rewards good performance, we call them peak performers actually, then you're not going to get the results. So there's really a whole process to put in place. So you train them, you compensate them properly, you bonus them and you reward them, and you keep measuring those KPIs. And when you implement all those, then you're going to see a huge difference in the business.
And this is really where we know you are all trying. We don't think you're sitting there twiddling your thumbs.
Exactly.
You don't have the right systems. You haven't been trained, like we said. But once you get those metrics in place, and that's what we help you do with trackers and all the forms and sheets, then it's just repetitive. So you know when things are working, when the needle is being moved. If you think your nurses or your guest relations are doing all the things they should be doing, well, this is your way of tracking that and knowing. And it's great to celebrate the rewards and when we do great. And then it gives you clarity on, okay, this is our weak spot, and that is how you generate more revenue without getting any more clients in the door. You got to look at your business so far and see, okay, what do we need to focus on?
Yeah.
And it's probably 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 of these 4 things, usually.
Yep. Makes a lot of sense. So really it all boils down to training. And the more you train, the more you learn, the more you're going to earn. It makes a huge difference. But one of the key tools for the Pride system is the intake form for repeat clients. So here's what happens in most cases when we first meet people. So you do the initial consultation, maybe you fill out the one intake form, and then the people come back, and then we don't have them fill out this little mini intake form in case things have changed, give you the opportunity to make an upgrade, give you the opportunity to make a home care recommendation based on problems, solutions. But if you don't do this, it doesn't open up the door to the conversation, then your team feels awkward. And they feel salesy because the people are not telling you what they really need and open up that door to make the recommendation. So again, with every program that we offer, we give you all the system, we give you the verbiage, we give you the forms, we give you how to measure and how to refine and keep improving to get the results that you want. So it's a complete system. And that's what you really need to be able to reach the results.
So Dr. Ahmed just typed in, do you provide specific scripts for converting leads and managing price shoppers so my team finally feels confident? Absolutely.
Yeah.
We have all the scripts that you need, and that makes a world of a difference. Just giving them the verbiage and the confidence.
Yeah. It's all actually about the language.
Yeah, what you're saying and how you're saying it.
For
I just did a full call on this today.
Yeah.
With a guest relations team
It's
member.
all the language because they don't know how to communicate. You're not providing. It's just like if you're on Broadway and you're an actress and they expect you to go out and act. If they don't give you a script, are you going to be able to deliver a great experience, great show? You're not. That's why they give you a script so you can study it and then you perform. See, that's the thing we miss out on, is we're putting on a show. That's really what you're doing. You're putting on a show. Just like if you're going to Disney or Epcot or Universal, they're putting on a show. But we don't put on a show. We just
We're very
wing
nonchalant.
it. Wing it.
Yeah.
It's all about winging it.
Yep.
You need to stop winging it.
Kimberly
then
just
here's-
typed in, the more you train, the more you gain.
That's right.
you're
I
speaking
like
our
that.
language.
That's right. I like it. All right. And the last system is the copy system. And this is all about enrolling members.
Yeah.
So that calculator that Brooke showed you earlier did not take this recurring revenue into effect. So we were showing you how you can make thousands of dollars, but literally you could even make a lot more because the membership opportunity that you have with the recurring revenue. But the thing is, again, we don't know how to present. People come and go, and we don't really talk about it. We don't present. We don't have a brochure. We don't rehearse. They don't know how to do it. So people come and go without becoming VIP members. So these guys, like she just told you, they have over 600 members. So imagine doing 6 figures a month just from recurring revenue. How will that change your life?
Over $100,000, well over, but I'm saying,
Yes.
you know, for clients that are just starting, Betsy from True Body Medspa, that's been working with us for about 6 months or so, implemented the copy system with her team, and in 3 months, I believe, she enrolled 300 members.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
totally amazing.
All by implementing, and it really does come down to, the copy system is great. It's going to show you how the membership works. It's going to help you create it. But in order to enroll that many members, you need to be doing all the other things. So the consultation correctly, the guest relations correctly, and then Pride. All of those things are your touch points. That's going to lead to the enrollments. And that's exactly how we did it with the consultation.
And really, the enrollment is memorizing a page and a half of a script. That's all it is, by the way. It's a page and a half of presenting the VIP program to enroll members. So do you think your team can memorize a page and a half to enroll members?
And we make it in a way that it's a no-brainer. That's how I explain it. I had a client actually that go, Brooke, I used your no-brainer analogy because it really is a no-brainer for 90% of your clients. So once that clicks, it becomes so easy to enroll these clients.
Yeah, and it's all to the benefit of the client, really, because they're going to get better results. They're going to come back and see you more often. You just raise the retention rate. They're going to get much more better experiences that you're delivering. They're going to be able to address more challenges that they have.
And the financial stability, that alone, of course, we want a great experience for our clients, but Dory will say it, through COVID, a lot of our clients, that's how they survived.
Yeah.
Is because they had hundreds of members, you know, so that's recurring revenue for your business, and those are still loyal clients that if there is a hiccup in the economy or whatever excuses you want to come up with, this is going to give your business a nice little padding and a security, and it gives you a loyal client base to market to for cheap because they're already your clients.
Exactly.
So
doable.
can't say it enough.
So doable. Seriously. And then again, the forms you could use them during your enrollment. And that's the other thing that we totally teach that people miss out on, is what we call a daily success planning meeting. And that's really the heart of your daily success, by the way. So, and I'm sure Brooke and our other coaches help you implement this. But what's important about this is the morning, you should go and check your entire schedule and be able to tell You know, what are they coming here for? What have they done in the past? What have they purchased in the past? Are they already a member? If they are, how many points or how many dollars do they have in the bank? And if they're not a member, what would be my strategy to enroll them? So this one form alone, seriously, one form alone can totally transform your business.
And it takes about 60 seconds to fill this form. Your team should be doing this.
Daily success planning. So again, these are all things that we teach. And when you implement them all, you're just going to be so much happier. You're going to totally transform your business. And it would be like night and day. In the plan that you're going to receive, we have many success stories in the back. And one of them is Denise. She's been a member of ours probably for over 10 years. She has 2 locations. She's in the Thrive program now because she does millions and millions a year. And that's how she did it. It's all systematic. All systematic. Because if you don't have system, you're winging it. And systems allow you to have growth and consistency and accuracy. And that's why you need to have systems. But she, you know, she sends me a text or she'll email me, Dory, it's time to talk. And just a little fine tuning here and there, and she's ready to go again. That's really all it takes. Once you have the system in place, you're just fine tuning. So I want to share with you some success stories. So I was on the phone today with Estique, so Brianna and Linda, and we did a module. We do modules every single month. We do 3 live modules a month. And a couple of months ago, we did one about holidays, how to have a successful holidays. Actually, we did it in August. And Estique implemented the holiday guide idea that we gave in that module. And today, she reported to me their holiday results. Listen to this. They did, in 12 days, with their holiday guide, they did over $270,000 in business.
Amazing.
$270,000. Black Friday alone, they did over $60,000 in just product sales. This was only products. Over $60,000 in one day. One day. For the year, they're up 18%.
Ooh.
How much are you up for the year? Did you sell $270,000 in 12 days from your holiday guide? I would love to hear your successes. But if you haven't, then you can do it. Again, if they can do it, so can you. And those are the things that are so achievable, you guys. It's, again, right there for you to have. You just have to seize it. So here's what we're going to do. If you are ready, because this is going to require change, and as you know, change is a little hard. I mean, it wasn't easy in the beginning.
No, there's growing pains.
There are definitely some growing pains, but if you follow the training and the systems, then it eases it, makes it much easier. If you're committed to improvements, if you're ready to really make a difference and make that transformation, if you're willing to make the investment in money and time to be able to do this and pull this off, and if you want more freedom and success, then we're inviting you to be part of the 90-day challenge.
Absolutely.
But there's a crossroad here, right? You have different options. You can leave here and do absolutely nothing and go back to what you were doing, or you can go ahead and tap into the 4 systems by going to the shop and just simply purchasing the 4 systems that we have. Or you can try to do your own systems. That's fine with us too. But again, why reinvent the wheel? Or you can do it with us, with our MD Business Advisors, where we're going to help you implement the 4 systems and do weekly coaching with all the teams. So those are your options. And of course, it's up to you what you want to do. So to do it yourself, you're going to gain access to the 4 systems. And then you're going to be able to go to medspabizu.com and purchase them if you want. That's totally fine. And then do your own implementation. Or you can do it with us. You can receive still the 4 systems. You're going to get group coaching with someone like Brooke. So she's going to walk you through the entire process and how she did it with her team and how you can do it with your team. We're going to have
the accountability piece.
Yes, absolutely. We're going to have a private Facebook group for just the 90-day sprint challenge. We have performance check-in, so we're going to be tracking and measuring to make sure that you're doing what you need to be doing. You can have 24/7 access to MBU with all the systems. And then you can have exclusivity because we're only taking 20 practices that we can coach. We can't do more than 20. So what we're trying to do here is get you to apply. We have to first see if you qualify to be part of the 20. And then we're going to select the 20. And then we're going to do this sprint together as a group. That's exactly what we're planning on doing. So if you want to be part of it, you should go and apply. And we're doing something very, very special. Let's go back to your goal. I would love to see how many people, what were some of the goals? Did anybody share with us how much more they want to grow?
Well, most said double your revenue. We had the $1 million for sure. A lot don't know their numbers yet, so they're not even able to fill out the average ticket, so we can definitely help with that. But about 80% of them are open and 95 are looking for that revenue booster.
All right, so here's the thing. If I told you, like let's say the person that wants to do $1 million, would you invest $15,000 to make $1 million?
Absolutely.
That's a stupid question, right? But that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about basically making a $15,000 investment to grow your business by $10,000 to $30,000 to $50,000 more a month or more, depending on how much traffic you basically have. But here's what we're doing for you special tonight. If you were to go and buy the 4 systems totally a la carte from the shop, you're going to pay $3,900 a system. So that's $15,600 for all 4 systems. But what we're doing for the people that join us tonight live, we're going to let you have the 4 systems, but also be part of the coaching, which is normally over $24,000 if you were to calculate all the coaching hours you're going to get for the same price as doing it just by purchasing the 4 modules. So your investment would be $15,600, but you're able to get the coaching for free. So imagine this. You're going to get together with your team for the first 2 weeks to 30 days. You're going to train, go over all the systems, and then we're going to do a dress rehearsal with our coaches. So we're going to role play with your team, get the language down, get them to know exactly and feel comfortable with the systems, and then start implementing. Once you start implementing, you're going to start seeing those results. You're going to start seeing revenue increasing. You're going to start seeing more members being enrolled, retail sales going up, consultation, high-ticket programs are happening. So it's a very small investment that you will be making to gain huge results. And we're only doing this for the people that are with us tonight. And again, we're only accepting 20 clients. We can't do more than 20. So if you're interested in truly growing and sprinting first, sprinting for 90 days and continuing to grow, then you can go ahead and click on the QR code that she gave you or the link that you have in the chat. And all you have to do is basically apply right now. And then you'll take the assessment, and then you'll be able to meet with one of our coaches to see whether you are qualified really to be part of the sprint or not. Because really, again, this is not for everybody. It is not for everybody. It depends on where you are right now. But the least you can do to take advantage of this offer is to go ahead and apply, and then let's see if you qualify or not.
So for those of you asking how to apply, that's exactly it. The link is in the chat. The QR code is in the presentation. You must take the assessment first, and then we will do the strategy session with myself or another coach to make sure that you qualify.
Yeah.
We also have Dr. Chen asking, do we need to have a large team to see results, or can smaller practices benefit?
No, but that's the beauty of this, is that no matter where you are right now, if you just take whatever you have right now and implement, you're going to see results. Now, of course, if you have a bigger team and you have more traffic, you're going to have more growth. But it doesn't matter. You can have two. We have people who have only 2, 3 people on the team, and they're still doing great things. So yes, but again, if you apply and then you do the business assessment, so we can see exactly where you are, and then we'll see whether you are a good fit for it or not. And if you're not a good fit for that because you're just starting up, then you should really go to the startup program and be able to follow that path, the startup path. And if you are like Estique, where they're in the Thrive program, the theme for the year for us is expansion. And we want to take all the people that are already in multiple millions, and we're going to teach them how to thrive by expanding their businesses. We're introducing actually a whole new division of our company on bringing in integrative medicine, functional medicine, biohacking, be able to increase the services that you have in your medical aesthetics facilities so you can really expand and generate more revenue. So we have a brand new coach who will be joining us soon and showing you how to implement that. And that's going to be all part of the Thrive program. But for right now, we're talking about growth. We're talking about sprinting for 90 days for the beginning of the year. And then that way you're able to start, gain momentum, and truly start growing more and more.
Super exciting.
Yes. You have some work ahead of you.
We do. There's actually people asking if they apply tonight, when does the assessment take place? So we'll get you on the calendar ASAP, basically. And it is first come, first serve. We only have those.
Well, actually, it's also automated. So if they go take the assessment, you're going to get an opportunity to schedule the appointment. Again, these spots, I'm sure people are already saying they want to apply. So there's only 20 spots. So if I were you, I would definitely take advantage of that sooner than later, because instead of paying $24,000, it's only $15,000, and you're able to gain access to all the coaching that comes along with it, which is very, very valuable.
Exactly. I can see some of you have filled out the calculator and you're seeing how much money you're leaving on the table. And if you can join the sprint tonight, absolutely you can. Like we said, it's first come, first serve. So make sure
you can do it. So and check out in the 90-day sprint manual, check out all the success stories, because these ladies are just amazing. Dr. Walters was able to increase her business by over 2,000%. Last year, she reached her first million when she was barely at 400,000. In 1 year, she was able to go to 1 million. She published her book with our Become Published seminar. I mean, these ladies are amazing. And if they can do it, again, so can you. But sometimes we just get things in the way. We make excuses. Oh, I don't have the money right now. Or, oh, I don't have the time. Oh, I don't have a good team. So, any excuse is as good as any excuse. But you can't have excuses if you're serious about growing. You have to put all that away. You have to plow forward, decide, this is what I want. I want to grow. So therefore, I'm going to make it happen. So you do have a fork in the road here. Do you want to continue on the path you're at? Hey, if you're happy with what you have, God bless, keep doing it. But if you're ready for change and transformation, then definitely this would be your answer. We're talking about 4 systems that could make a huge difference in your business. So don't let these excuses get in your way. So go apply, take the business assessment, reserve your review, and see where we go from there. There's no commitment. It's just an opportunity for you to see where you are, get an opportunity to talk to someone like Brooke. People pay $500 an hour to speak to her. So if you don't take advantage at least of this, applying, taking the business assessment, and then getting a review from her,
if anything, you'll walk away with some education.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
So, and then tonight again, you're getting the print, you're getting the manual, and you're getting all the other tools, the calculator, the assessment, and the review. So I would definitely advise you to go ahead and take advantage of this opportunity. It was a pleasure being with you. Should we take a couple more questions?
Yes, there are lots, but we can take a few more. So Dr. Patel was asking, what does the accountability look like during the sprint?
Yeah, we're a pain in the butt. We're going to give you all kinds of charts and forms and things, and we're going to tell you exactly how to track. And you know, we give tough love.
We do.
We give tough love, but you need it. I used to give her tough love all the time. She took it. Yeah.
That's the biggest thing, is just being willing to do the work. But guys, it's really not that hard.
Yeah.
Is the thing, it's so funny. It's simple. It's simple things.
Yeah.
You just have to commit to it, get your team on board, and that's what we're going to help you with the group coaching for sure.
Yeah. Very nice.
Absolutely. We had another question from Melissa saying her consultations are inconsistent. So she's checking her forms, but not seeing that they're going with more than one treatment. So how can we fix this?
Yeah, we have that problem a lot.
All the time.
All the time.
When we audit the intake forms.
Yeah. Yeah. And actually, that's key right there. A lot of times we don't take the time to do this, where you're auditing your intake forms to see what was recommended, all the missed opportunity. It's all coaching moments. So we have a coaching system called the iCare coaching system. And again, there's a module of it on MBU. If you are a member, you can go access it for free. But it's all about coaching and training and implementing. So it's all fixable. That's the thing. Everything that you have, all the challenges that you have are fixable. We have perfected a business model for you. So all you have to do is follow it and you'll reach success.
Yep. We have some of our members on with us as well. Tara said she just started with us 2 months ago and her team has been fired up since starting.
Nice.
So that's always good feedback.
Yes, always. It is. It's great. And the team wants to do good. They want systems. They want training. They don't like chaos.
It's empowering to show, again, this is the hard work that we've been putting in. Here's our metrics. Here's how we've influenced it. Talk about team culture. Like that's how you build a well-oiled machine.
Absolutely. Yeah. So how many have applied so far?
We've got, I think, filling out the assessment, we've got about 7 so far.
Great.
So
wonderful.
we have 20 spots, guys.
Well, you guys need to apply, though. I don't care so much about the assessment right now, but you need to apply so you can have the... Don't mistake that you have to take the assessment right now. All you have to do really is apply first. So that way you can take advantage of the offer that we gave tonight. Because if you don't apply, then you're going to have to pay the regular price if you want the coaching with it. So remember, you have the opportunity to do it yourself for $15,600, or tonight you can do it for $15,600 with coaching. Huge difference, huge value. So if I were you, I would definitely apply and see where you can go from there, whether you qualify or not. All right, well, it's my bedtime.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you so much, you guys, for being with us. God bless. It was wonderful. Wish you all great success. We are here for you should you need us. You can always give us a call or email us. And or stop by, come and visit us right here in beautiful Daytona Beach. Thank you so much for being with us.